Hey everybody. I'll keep this really quick. I had told you I'd upload a video about the exam very quickly, so I just wanted to make sure I don't forget to do that. There's not much to say. I just kind of want to give you a quick heads up since we do have an exam on Friday, and again, I'll be in Tifton given the exam, and then I'll be back in Tifton on Monday. Next week we'll be back to normal. So we just this week I switched it anyway. So, for the exam, again, a huge part of it will obviously come from the lectures. So both the stuff we've done in the classroom, but also, the rest of the lectures online. I know whenever I've done hybrids before, sometimes the problem is students never do the online part. I teach, online history. And there are students that take an online class, but they never actually watch the videos, so which isn't good. So hopefully you guys have been watching the videos. So again, the majority will come from the lectures, but there will be stuff from the two textbooks. Most of the readings comes from the book Sapiens. That's that white book. And I do have a PDF of it online. But some of it will also come from the brand new textbook. And if you remember, the last couple of years I've been using Sapiens, but this online free textbook literally just came out right before we began the semester. So I did add a little bit from there. It's not much, but you do need to make sure you do the readings. So from Sapiens, I think I have 4 chapters that I have you reading. If you've done all 4, great. But I was looking over the exam as I've created it for this semester, and it looks like from that book, everything's coming from chapters 9, 10, and 11. So I think if you haven't read chapter 12 yet, you could skip it for now. And again, I'm kind of, the questions will be more kind of summary questions, things like focus on what is an empire. I think chapter 11 gets quite a bit into basically what is money? Why do we have money? Why do we use gold for money? And then I think chapter 9 talks a little bit about what the author calls the arrow of history, and kind of be able to explain that a little bit. And for the other textbook, there are a couple of questions. I say, be able to answer these multiple choice questions. Because I may actually use those multiple choice questions on the exam itself. And there are a couple of terms in that other textbook. Just make sure you know what those terms are. Because the exam itself will be 20 to 25 multiple choice questions. And then there will be a few identifications. And the way I usually do it is I might give you 7 or 8 identifications and you do 3 or 4 of them. And then I might give you, 7 or 8 short answer questions. And then you have to pick 2 or 3 or 4 out of those. So you do get some choices. So if there's a lecture you didn't watch or you weren't there that day, sometimes you can skip some of those questions. You can't do that multiple choice, but you can do it on some of the others. So again, the test will be 20 to 25 multiple choice questions, some identifications, which will include the identifications from the textbook, and then some kind of larger questions might be, what are the long-term effects of the Protestant Reformation? What are some of the myths about Spanish conquest? Or what is the standard operating procedure for Spanish conquest? I mean, in other words, these are coming right out of the lectures. And in fact, usually if there's a PowerPoint where I have like a title and a bunch of info below it, that's very often going to be a short answer question, So again, remember the Protestant Reformation, I started with like, here is why the Protestant Reformation is important. That's a good short answer question. Or what was the European view of nature before 1500? So again, any slide that has a lot of info in it, that's usually going to be a short answer question. So anyway, like I said, I know we only have 50 minutes. I'm used to teaching an hour and 15 minutes. So I have to remind myself that you have about 20 minutes less than previous classes have had. So I do need to, as I'm going over the exam, I'm like, oh yeah, crap. You guys don't have as much time as students usually have. So I do have to, that's one of the benefits of doing a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, is that it does mean the tests are a little bit shorter because we only have 50 minutes. If you do a 2-day-a-week course, You have an hour and 15. We can make longer tests. So anyway, there should be no surprises here. And again, hopefully you've been keeping up with your readings up till now. But if not, make sure you do get the readings done this week. Again, more of it does come from the lectures than the readings, but there's enough of the readings that you don't want to skip it. And later exams will probably use even more of the readings than we did this time. So like I said, we'll start it once we get into the class. Make sure you bring something to write with. You'll just write directly on the exam. And like I said, you'll have 15 minutes to get it done. And that'll be it. And then we'll start brand new stuff on Monday. So again, after Friday, I'll see all of you in Tifton on Monday. Alrighty, guys. Hopefully that helped. Didn't scare you. It shouldn't have scared you. And go like studying. See you guys in 2 days.